This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, and welcome to the Pontem Help Desk Fund Accounting videos. Today, we'd like to go over how to create a quarterly 1028 UIA export. To begin the process, we want to go to the word File in the menu bar up at the top. Click with your mouse. We're going to come down here to Export and use our mouse to roll over and come down to Export UIA 1028 Report. When I click on that, a new window is brought up with a tool for me to create the export file. My first item here is to set the name and the path of where I want to export the file. In this case, we're going to export it here to a UIA folder that I have, and I'm going to call this Test UIA. Go ahead and select Open, and that remembers my file and the path. The next field here is not a commonly used field, but some places use a family status indicator when they're doing their filings. If you are not using one, then set this to 0. If you are using it, go ahead and set the number here to the correct UDF field. If you have questions about that, please contact your Pontem support. As for the export type to use, the default here is the wage detail file selection. This is the most common selection used when uploading these files to the UIA. If you know for certain that you need to use the bulk file format, you can go ahead and select that at this time. But again, the wage detail is the most common. When those items are selected, we can come down to the bottom and click the Next button. Our field here, or our fields, are populated to the previous quarter from wherever we're at today in the calendar. Since today is in January of 2019, my report is set for 2018 quarter 4. Now I can go ahead and set this to any other time that I need to, but that is the default. Please go ahead and make sure you check the quarter ending date, that is correct. Go ahead and verify the state here in your EIN and make sure you are using the correct max taxable wage for your entity. When all those items are set correctly, we want to make sure and use all departments and all pay groups. We'll come down here and we'll click the Next button. On this screen, we have the ability to make a note if this is an amended report, or if for some reason this was the final report for an entity, we would select this box. Now the prior balance field here asks us if there's an amount due to the UIA from a previous quarter. Now for us there is not, usually this is 0, but sometimes there are those who do have a balance that needs to be factored in and included on this report. The next line down here is a new one, and it says that we're going to exclude any employees with a negative wage. This means that those who, for whatever reason, we have a pay type set up, that their wages actually totaled out to a negative amount for the quarter, they're not going to be included on this report or in the file either. We're going to come down here then and click the Next button. Once the file has been created now, we have the ability to email this file to a supervisor or anyone if they need to approve this before we send it in, or if you have someone else that actually submits the file for you, you could email this over to them. We have a new message center here, which will tell you the file name and where it's at. So this is the path and the file name. And then we also have any errors listed here for us. In this case, it notes that we had some individuals who, because of the way their pay types are set up, they have a negative wage for the quarter. Now, we do have a Save Message button here, which allows me to save these messages off to a little text file, and it says the UIA 1028 Q4 negative wages. And I can go back and I can review this, and I can go back and look at my employee records and my pay types and ensure that people are being paid correctly and that items are being recorded correctly for the reports. I went ahead and hit save, and now that file has been created and it's out there for me. The other thing I can do is I can come down here and I can print my quarterly 1028 UIA worksheet. And this is a list of all of the employees who were included in the export file. We've now listed them on this report so that you can verify that when you open up and submit this to the state on their website. So you can go ahead and print this off. And once that's printed off, you can close this. One last item here is the Show Exported File. And so I can use this button to go and quickly locate my exported file that I need to upload to the state. Now it's highlighted for me, this very first one. This is the one I created. This is the new file, and it is ready to go. I can then go and take and upload this file to the state of Michigan. When I'm all done, I have the ability to just click Finish, and the tool will simply disappear. Or if for some reason I know there's something I want to go back and look at, I can cancel this. When I cancel this, it gives me the option to delete the exported file. And let's say there's something wrong with it. I want to make sure that I don't upload this particular file. So I'll go ahead and select the yes. Now, if you wanted to leave the file there so that you could work with it, you could click the no button. It will keep the file as is and go ahead and close out of the system. But in this case, we are going to go ahead and select the yes button. Now it goes ahead and closes the tool for me, and we're ready to go back and review our warning file that was created. It's still there, and we can go back and look at our employees and make any adjustments that are needed. If everything's great, we simply go to the state's website and we can upload that file at the time. If you have any questions or need assistance, we do have a link here on the overview page, which is where I'm at. I'm in the overview right here, and we can do create a support request. And this will notify us right away, and the next available representative will give you a call or contact you regarding your questions about the UIA 1028 file export. We hope that you enjoyed this session, and we look forward to talking with you soon. Take care and have a great day.